Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for The Flash. So let's start talking about this episode. So here we get to see a centric episode with, I would say, pretty much Wally and Caitlin. So Wally is seeing these visions because of alchemy. So it's kind of the same story we had with the villain that was in Jesse's episode, Magenta. So now we're getting the same thing with Wally, and you know, he wants his abilities, and Joe doesn't want to see Wally go down this route, not because of the powers, it's because of what the powers brings, which is a great parallel with Caitlin's story, with her hiding her abilities and finally revealing it to someone, telling Cisco, hey, I got these abilities, please vibe me and tell me what my future is. And it looks like Killer Frost is her future. So Cisco tells the group what happens, and Caitlin's thankful for it in the end, but we'll see if she's able to control her powers from the promo for next week and the episode title. We don't know where that's gonna go. But yeah, we finally get to see a little bit more of Alchemy, learning a little bit more about him as a villain, and Wally's like stuck in this cocoon thing. So I'm guessing this is gonna create him to be Kid Flash again, maybe even with the memories of Flashpoint. That's my guess. I do think we'll get to see Kid Flash, which will be great, because I'm really excited for Kid Flash. And then we do have a couple side stories, like Joe finally going on that date with Cecile, so good for Joe. And then Iris trying to find her part in the group because she doesn't have powers, which was an interesting take. I feel like Iris in the comics, even though she's actually had powers in the past, has never really taken that stance as much. You know, she's always a character that didn't really care that she didn't have powers. But here our Iris is saying, you know, she wants some powers too, so I thought that was interesting. And trying to find her role as a character. Even though she didn't have a lot of spotlight here, I still think they utilized her character well. And I thought this was a solid episode. I still am weary about Alchemy. I still don't know how to feel about the character, because I feel like they always do the same formula of the mysterious speedster. So I kind of wish they changed up the formula a bit, but at least they utilized him a little bit more here, even though the Shade villain was so much a pawn. So that was kind of a hollow villain, but still, like I said, it was an interesting episode. Really enjoyed Wally here. Finally him getting the spotlight and just seeing him more as Kid Flash was a lot of fun, you know, and that was it. It was that funness of the character, and how excited he was to be Kid Flash, which is very similar to how Jessie felt about having her abilities. So I like that aspect. And once again, utilizing Caitlin, which I think has been so important for this season, because I've always said Caitlin's such an interesting character, but they never seem to utilize her. But finally she's actually getting story in almost every episode and getting a lot of screen time. And then next episode's another centric episode for Caitlin. So very happy with that. That's actually the Kevin Smith directed episode. So very excited. I mean, I could only hope that Caitlin will be able to use her abilities and become like Frost, we'll call her, instead of Killer Frost, and be able to use her powers as a hero. And I hope they don't do the story arc where they have to take away her abilities and saying, you're not a villain anymore, yay. I'm hoping it is a journey of her becoming her own hero and really overcoming destiny in a lot of ways. That she was supposed to be a villain in pretty much every Earth, and maybe this time she doesn't have to be, and she could be the hero with her abilities. I think that's stronger than just taking them away. But we'll see what happens next episode. And I also liked how it played with Barry. You know, this isn't a Barry-centric episode, which I honestly think Flash needed, not say less of those, because we love Barry, but I always thought that the show needed to flesh out their supporting characters more, and that's really what this episode does. But it is Barry reacting to obviously everything happening, and he feels very guilty still about Flashpoint, which it doesn't feel like too you know, dramatic in a bad way. It's, you know, I felt like they did a good job with that, making him feel guilty and saying, really, this is all my fault because of Flashpoint, but they didn't like harp over it, so I enjoyed that aspect. So I feel like both Supergirl and Flash this week were very much like that. It was our heroes reacting to their supporting characters, which is great. I think, you know, especially for Flash, we needed that, and it was a really fun supporting character episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Of course, I'll be reviewing Flash next week. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of the episode. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter Twitter. Don't forget to check out my Facebook page, also my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. The links for that are in the description below, and you could go like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. Also, guys, I will have my Teen Wolf review, but it'll be a little late because I am going to be on Frontline Live, then I have to watch the episode, so it'll be much later tonight, but it will be up, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. So I will see you guys later, and this is Comic Uno. Bye.